kind of see here, I had to bondo that little bitty dent to fix that quarter where they scraped it. Then we had the Scotch-Brite and finesse and all this other stuff, this whole car here, to match up this color all the way down to the windshield post. That's a little hard to do, but that's what it takes. All right, this is the third time I repaired this automobile, and this is about a $75,000 car. A shopping cart hit it right there, and I fixed it one other time. And a lot of body shop guys, the younger guys, I'm 60 years old, they all complain about my work, and they say I ain't this and I ain't that. But I done that job right there for $150, and there ain't a body shop in this town that'll touch it for that kind of money. It's a $500 job, easy. So I'm just showing my work. Now I will show when it's clear coated and it's finished. We're doing all this extra work for them, try to do a good job. All right, we're recording this car. This is the third time I repaired this car. It's only about a $50,000, $60,000 car. Let's walk back this way so you see the paint and everything here. Now I haven't polished it out. I put a real slow dry clear coat on it. You can see where I had to fix that gouge place that was right there earlier, where they hit something with it. And I had to paint the bumper, and I had to blend the bumper right in here. I need to polish it, but it's fresh. You can see how nice the paint looks there. It matches good there. It does look good. I had to do all this down through here, and the car looks good, and a little polish and it would be beautiful again. But they're kind of rushing me and won't give me time to keep it overnight, but I can sure do it at a later date. And it does look good anyway. Out here in this bright sunlight. That's what I wanted to show. Now you see I'm a pretty good old paint body man. This is the Lexus that I done. I had to sand the whole hood, pearl paint, 3 colors, the whole front bumper. Had a big dent in the bumper down there. I fixed all of that. And I wanted to show all this here work, and it looks real good. I even dyed his headlights for him and redone all of that, matched up the color, fixed the left front fender, had a big chip right there, had to fix the flare and all that. Then I got up here on the roof, and all the paint was flaking on the roof on this thing, and I redone the whole roof and blended the clear coat and everything back to here. Tried to do him a good job. So that's kind of what we do around here. For an old body shop man that's been around 40 years doing this stuff, ain't much you can teach me. In spite of what other body shops in this town say about me, I had to fix this quarter panel and repaint all of that, fix the bumper cover, do the black. The door jamb was bent way into here. I fixed all of that. I'm wiping her all off here. This is my narration, but this is a real deal for me. This is how I live. I also repaired this door, fixed all of that down through there. And you can see the end result, how nice it looks, everything else. And so I don't care what any of the rest of them say, I do as good a job as anybody in this town. So this is what we do. Just wanted to show it. Well, I'm taking a picture of this car here. Hey, I had a State Farm appraiser come out here. His name was Jimmy McNabb, and the other one's pretty rough on me also, but I think she's more gracious than he is. But they play everybody, and it's been 2 weeks now. I haven't gotten my $2,500 check yet. Mailed to my mailbox with mine and my customer's name on it. And I tell you what, I think anybody that would want to have a State Farm policy in Hot Springs or in Little Rock ought to have their head examined, because I'm not a pro shop, but I'm a good body man. I got 15 hours in this quarter, and that's what I figured, and I'm not exaggerating. And he only gave me 8 hours. He cut every corner he could and got to fix the bumper and all this stuff. And they totaled out this lady's car and tried to take it away from her, and I had to fight for her to get to keep her old car. It's a 2001 Buick Century. And he gave me a hard time, and I guess for about 20 years, State Farm's been one of my worst companies in Hot Springs. And I think this Jeff Du Bois, I think that's his name, in Little Rock, there's something going on with all those folks over there. State Farm as a whole, all over our nation's pretty good company, but man, they've been terrible out of Little Rock for a long time. So I'm recording it, and I mean, I've had a hassle out of them every time I get a check. And I'll show you a finished product when I'm done. Now, I'm a real deal. I'm up front, and I don't care what any of them think. It's a clarity statement. Well, State Farm job. I really actually have about 16 hours or so in that quarter panel, and behind that, the rear body panel and all that. Insurance guy was pretty tight with me. Then I had to fix the bumper and mold and shape all this. Wasn't easy. And we'll play you a recording where they locked me in, and they kind of almost tried to total it where I couldn't go back on the supplement. And then I did go back for the tail light because they figured a old $50 used tail light that wouldn't look good at all. And then they didn't like my record bill, so we'll deal with that. I'll show this on YouTube and let people know just how they get treated by certain companies. Right here, from days gone by, yes, he who is in me is greater than he that is in this world. Look at all the dents on this van. I only got $1,500 for restoring this old van for this guy. And I'm going to rise. And we got dents all over it, this, that, and the other around it. I'd venture to say there wasn't nobody touch this van for less than probably $4,000 or $5,000. Dents here and there. You can see what. Now I'm gonna paint it white. It's a customer's van. They have a cleaning business, and you'll get to see it at a later date. The white, I thought I'd show it to you. Show you my work. Here's a little lady's car. I fixed the fender for her. She's going to give me a little something, you know, on a little State Farm check on this little job. It won't be a lot, but that's probably worth $200 to fix that fender, blend the bumper, and do that, okay? Walking around the car here. State Farm was fretting. I'm painting the roof line. They should have paid me to do all this. State Farm should have. They didn't want to do it. And I asked them to give me a couple more hours today. This is, let's see, 6/23/2014. And I'd figured originally 15 hours to fix this quarter panel, and I had to shape all this and make this work. The rear body panel and everything was bent in. The bumper cover, they should have bought them a new one, but instead they wanted to total this lady's car out. Now it's an '01 model Buick Century, 125,000 original miles, real clean car. So they've hassled me for 2 weeks, and they wanted to fret over a $50 tail light, and I bought a aftermarket tail light for it, and it was $108 difference. And they griped about that and a little record bill and so on. And so they act like detectives. They came back out today and gave me a hassle. And it's been a 3-week ordeal. Should have been a 4-day deal. It's costing them on the rental car. I hope somebody from State Farm sees this. I do not think that nationwide State Farm's a bad company. But I think the folks in Little Rock know me. They don't like me. I've been around 40 years. And they fight me and hassle me, even the 2 people that come out and looked at the car. I'm not a pro shop. They want everything to go to a pro shop. And that's price fixing. It's really against the law, but they get away with it because they can. They've got money. And we'll show you the finished product of this car when I'm finished. And I'm just lucky the little lady that owns the car hadn't thrown a fit at me and blamed me for all the problems. Well, I know our economy's bad. This is the quarter panel and the bumper cover that I repaired when they should have put a bumper cover on it, but they're not using aftermarket stuff. They're cracking down. You see how nice it looks, and that's the notch I had to make in it. Oh, and then I had to fix some stuff on this side of it because you can't leave part of it, you know, when they figure something you use. They learn how to tighten up their ship. I know our economy's bad. State Farm hassled me over this taillight that I bought. I don't believe that the man said that there was 10 more just like it, but when you see them hassling you over $50 or $60, you got a problem. Actually, it was $108, but it's okay. I do want to tell about this on YouTube, and we'll show you a picture after the car's done. And I just know the things are tight, and I don't think they talked to me very right, and I was definitely fair with them, so that's all right. That's their dime. Walking around a little Dodge van here. I've been working on it for about 3 weeks. Dents, this, that, and the other. Everything around it just been real rough. Let's see, I've done this job for $1,500. Ended up having to strip the paint off the roof. Take a picture of it. Hoods, dents. You see my roof now. paint stripper took it all off. We're rock and roll, ready to go. Well, all right, here's a real deal. Here's that old van I showed you. Should have got $3,000. Now, what body shop in town would have done any better than that for what I'm charging? And I took paint stripper and stripped the top off. Come on, folks. Ain't no body shop in town gonna work any harder than we do. It's just an old van, but it looks good. Should have got 3,000 instead of 15. So when you see this on the video, just know that we give good deals. Had about 20 or 30 little old dents on it. Paint rough. Top was messed up. I'm telling you. Let's see if we can get up and get a picture of this top. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Look at that roof. We had to strip the paint off. Now that looks pretty good for a strip job. And 80 grit sandpaper. No, Ronnie, it's good enough. I'm out of. All right, this is my State Farm job. I had to shape the quarter, and I bought a new tail light and caught a bunch of dickens over that. And State Farm was griping at me, and they figured a $50 used tail light. And finally, 2 weeks later, I get one. They just want to give me a hassle. And so this is on YouTube. I painted all the way down that. They cut my estimate $1,000, tried to take the lady's car away from her. So I would say I wasn't treated real fair on the deal, but that's okay. I done the best I could. So that's where we're at, and I wanted to show it. Pretty good looking job for a $2,500 job. All right, and I had to fix that bumper cover. I wonder if I could even do that. Okay. Well, this is a 2014 Chevrolet truck, new fender. I got $8,000 worth of stuff on this truck. Let's see if we can match up this color. It's July the 17th. Been a rough job so far. New bumper and everything. It's kind of hid up, hidden covered, so we'll show it a later date. This is a Cadillac for a man by the name of Laddie. I repair bumper covers when other body shops don't. They don't believe in saving anybody money. They're afraid to guarantee it. He hit something there with it. We're going to try to fix that for him, and we're showing it now. We'll show it later. Fixed him one other time, and he hit a pole with that side. Well, this is Mr. Laddie's car. He's a little Hindu fella, and he owns a couple of Valero stores here in Hot Springs. It used to be Boss Hog, but he got $133 million and sold all of them to all the Hindus all over the nation. This bumper here was ripped 4 inches up through here, and I fixed it. I shouldn't have done that for him. I fixed it here before. He's bumped it all over. You see how nice the paint looks. That's a $1,500 job if you replace the bumper. Should have been replaced. I've also repaired, you see it's a really nice Cadillac Escalade. I replaced the rear bumper for him, and he uses insurance. So we need to get back to that, so I wanted to show that. And all I charged him was $300 for that quality work that I done. Not another body shop in Garland County in Hot Springs, Arkansas would have repaired that bumper for anybody. And I can guarantee it till he gets hit again, but the next time he needs to use his insurance. And that's how the story goes. I wanted you to see the good quality work. I'm from the old school. Most body shop guys can't repair anything like this, and that's plastic.
Let me say something.
Wait a minute, you're going to me. This is Bill Nesbitt, and this is going to go on YouTube, and this is a direct insurance check. And I have another video on YouTube, and I had another customer, well, 2 more customers that were kind of treated like this, where there are new ways of writing checks and stuff. And this man right here had, I've known him for a while. This is no hoax, no gimmick. But he had three claims on his van. He wanted to turn them in. And he had $500 deductibles, and they fought him on the front, and they fought him on the side, and they fought him on the back. And he probably had, they probably owed him $2,500 for the whole job, all 3 jobs combined, at least. and they wrote him a check for
$43.50.
$43.50.
This is ridiculous. I've been paying him insurance full time since I've had the van. It was brand new, $83.70 a month for full coverage. And I lowered my deductible to $250. It was $500 in the front. And this company is a ripoff. If they don't take care of me, I will go to 7 on Your Side News. I will go to Better Business Bureau, and I will make sure everyone in Hot Springs, Garland County, knows about Direct Insurance Company.
Okay,
if they don't take
that's
care of
fine.
me.
Now, I just wanted to show another mad customer, and this is not a good deal.
So do the right thing, Direct.
So anyway, I had damage up here on their front bumper and stuff, and they should have figured the front bumper cover there, the inner fender, a wreck on the side. They should have figured.
This is one claim. They tried saying only this door. That's why they gave me a $43 check. They're full of it.
And you can see this whole door is caved in here,
caved
side
in.
swipe with a big buckle down through it.
Yes, sir.
That's
Hey,
one claim.
Insurance company, make sure you see me because this is going on YouTube.
All right, and then he had a claim where he backed into a picnic table back here, and we had all that marked off while I go in a big dent there, and
So I backed into a table in a box. The door of the box hit that, and this hit the table, and there's gashes. They're trying to screw me on this.
And they sent a man out, and I'm not saying that they tried to screw him, but
They took pictures, and they said the only picture they got was the picture of this door. They couldn't see any other pictures, which means they're full of it.
which means they're trying to save money.
Right.
All right, this is going on YouTube.
This is Saturday, July 19th, 2014. I'm calling to add to that claim for the front about the rock that hit the
he run over a rock.
Run over a big rock on the highway right here, messed up my bumper. Then the rock skipped up and messed up this
bumper.
front right here. Make sure they see it.
I got it.
And then hit the windshield. That's got to be replaced.
They didn't even
That's
want to
gotta
do
be
that for me.
replaced. They didn't want to do none of that for me. So, you all got a great guy on TV, the race car driver. You don't want me being on TV for Skip's Body Shop, letting everybody know what you do. So you better take care of me, okay?
$43.
That's this check is worthless. I feel like ripping it up. So you better do the right thing with Skip's Body Shop. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
we're going to put this on YouTube for a little while and give this guy a little plug. Appreciate it. All right, this is Johnny Walker with his truck, and you hit how many deer?
I hit one, missed the first one, hit the second one.
And you own what company?
Cable Gain Services.
Cable Gain
We
Services.
are a cable contractor. As you can tell, I've come to the best body shop here in the state of Arkansas. Skip Kirk does a great job. He does work on all 5 of my vehicles. Brand new 2014. It still looks brand new after Skip got through with it. So we're excited.
Yeah, the color was real hard to match, and I met Johnny at church, and everything looks good on the truck right now. Of course, I'm going to be here for him till I die. And he's a good man, and if you need something done, you better call him on the cable stuff. All right, Johnny, that's good. Record all the crap going on. All right, I ain't gonna tell this mechanic's name, but him and his son, I got 2 mechanics up there working on the sign. Well, here's a friend of mine's car. He got sideswiped, and actually both those doors was totally caved in. They were not fixable by most normal body men. Now, little Bond will take care of them, but you see where I took a torch and heated it all the way up down through there and took the doors apart, beat it all out, and the quarter panel was bashed in. Doing all that for about $800-900, and nobody else will touch it for less than $2,000. So I do people a good job, save people a lot of money, and I'm from the old school. There's not a body man in this town that can fix stuff like this. I always record these metal work that I do. I had to fix that door. That door was bent in half. It was all hair lipped and pulled out here. You can see where I had to weld the door up. Now, most body shop guys will buy a door skin. A door skin is $350, and you've got 20 hours labor. It's still about a $600 deal just for the front door. And I fixed that door, done a torch thing. Back door was the same way. I beat all of it out. I'm just showing repair work. And I had a big dent down there. I've got to put some body filler in that. Now look, most of my customers don't want to spend $2,500 on a deal like this. And I hate it, but I'm having to charge a guy at least $800 to do this. 2 dents in the fender, paint the side pinstripe, and the quarter panel. It was just as bad. And the bumper. Then I came back here and threw in a big gash on the back bumper, a couple of gashes there, and this over here. And then I got to paint all that, and I'm doing all that for $800. Now, I'm just telling you, I'm one of the best old body men in this country. I've done this for 40 years. There's not much you can teach me. Only thing I don't know is how to handle a lot of customers and insurance people. They're all so tight. And they'll come in here and write me up an estimate and try to weasel me on every item on a wrecked car, and that's the hard thing, is dealing with insurance people today. They're all trained to cut every corner they can. Bumper cover, the headlights out. Okay, here we are. We're recording this right now, and before I tear it apart, so there won't be any discrepancies, the fender's laid out. It's got a big old wide gap up through here. So I'll show this to the insurance guy if he gives me any crap, any hassle on the thing. And you see how tight it is over here. All right, and the fender's got a big bow in it. But you open that door, I want to show them how the fender's shoved back into the door. She couldn't get in or out of it. See, the door pops. Now he's opened the door,
I hate to do that.
and the door's popped right there, and you can't open it. So go ahead and shut it. And the door's got a little bit of a bent place in it, so not much of one, but it's got a wavy spot in it. So we want to show that. And the bumper and all that stuff, and the wheels all bent up, and the tire's got a big knot in it, so we got to get that all figured here today. Here's this automobile here that we've been working on here. Insurance guy hadn't paid us yet. New fender, painting the side, fixing all this, throwing all this extra paint work in. We're supposed to paint the hood too. He didn't listen to me on that. All right, let's go out here. Let me show you this Buick that I patched up for a buddy of mine. And works decent. It's not perfect. Both the doors still just a little bit wavy, but there's nothing real bad on them. But here's where we're at. The fender, the doors, moldings, door moldings, stripes, all the stuff there looks pretty decent on the car. The back bumper where it was all beat up, I fixed all that, and you see I matched the color up pretty nice on it. I even glued the headliner for him a little bit, so he's got a decent car again, and the color looks pretty good on it too. Just wanted to show it. All right. Here's a job I got roped into. It was an insurance job, and they wanted me to fix 2 cars for the price of 1, and fix the front bumper. I gave this away to the customer, and I'm gonna put brake pads on the front and fix at least 2 of the doors. The door handles are broken. I'm always doing favors for people. There's another job that got totaled out, John Heron. Bumper was rolled back, radiator support was all bent up, radiator AC condenser busted. I'm gonna paint the whole truck, do the bed liner for $3,500 insurance check. I'm gonna do all this stuff for him and get it all done, make it look nice, and I gotta hurry. We'll show it at a later time. Here's a car I done for a lady. Got paid to put a fender on it, blend the hood, bumper cover, headlight, and I'm doing, as you can see, half the car. And let's see what insurance came with. Oh yes, Farmers Group, and they're real tight. Anyway, that's where we're at. Okay, we're gonna do that tomorrow. All right, this is a car here I'm recording here. Let's see, I'm gonna put it on my YouTube commercial. I've done a lot of extra work. Farmers Insurance Group. They were pretty tight with me on this situation, but I'm doing a lot more for the lady. Painted her back quarter, painted her back door to match up the color. They did not pay me for that. And they nickel and dime me pretty good. Now that's Farmers Insurance Group. And I've got insurance with them now on my own stuff, so they're not gonna nickel and dime me without me griping. Let's see, this is Jerry Easter's car. Big shop manager at 2 or 3 of the dollar stores here in Hot Springs. Let's see, Farmers Insurance Group kind of fought me on the situation, but got her a new tire, wheel, fender, bumper cover, headlight. Yeah, some of that was refurbished. Fixed the doors. I showed an earlier picture of it. Matched up the color real nice. Fixed her up. Done her a great job. You see the paint on it looks pretty nice. And also blessed her. Helped her out a little bit. All right, here's an old Toyota truck. Been a rough one. Tried to fix all the dents. Undercoat, bed liner, paint, dents, fixing. Then he was sitting at a Walmart service station. I'm gonna put this on my video. Sitting at a Walmart service station, and some chick backed into him and backed up over him and bent the hood in half.
16-year-old girl.
Yeah, 16-year-old girl. Had an insurance company, and they totaled his old truck out, took it away from him, and I had to bail him out of that deal. This was an old beat-up pickup truck. John Heron, of course, it was really rough. I'd done bed liner spray, and on the roll bar it was all shoved back and got in a wreck. Blah, 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 and beat up, and we done the sides down there low, and I done the bed, I done all that. Went all the way around and fixed everything for him, made it look as good as possible. All the way around. You see it.